Alright, good morning, you guys. Well, I thought that since I don't know if it's going to be imminent or whenever this is going to be released, but the next version of A Pilot's Life is going to be released. I don't know when. I'm not going to give any release dates because I don't know them. But, I want to apologize in advance for the video. I'm visually impaired. So I know how to capture apps, but sometimes it just doesn't work or doesn't want to work. So I will do my best. And I did slow down my screen reader, which is nvda, which can be gotten from nvda-project.org. I'll put that in the notes if I remember. If not, you can go to nvda-project.org. So I'm going to launch the program I use to do flights here.
Folder. Ideal.
And that launches A Pilot's Life, and we're going to get started.
Starting Ideal Flight V10.027E13 CodeLegends.com. Ideal Flight Professional. Starting Ideal Flight V10.027E13 CodeLegends.com. Ideal Flight Professional. Starting Ideal Flight V10.027E13.
Okay, we get the point.
Ideal Flight Professional. Start page. A Pilot's Life launcher.
And I'm going to take you guys through a flight using...
Update failed dialog. Please update the application manually. Application will not exit. OK button. A Pilot's Life launcher. A Pilot's Life launcher.
Okay.
Ideal Flight Professional. nvda add-on updates dialog. List add-on update add-ons button. Close button. Alt press unknown.
That's weird. Let's
Folder view. A Pilot's Life 33 of 43.
try that again.
A Pilot's Life launcher. Symbol 12 A Pilot's Life. Password edit. Selected.
I've never had that happen before.
Current contract button. Top. Bottom. Current screen. Top. Symbol.
So, I operate A Pilot's Life with screen review, which is similar to, I guess, using the mouse a little bit for a sighted person. We have two views, object and screen review. We can also tab between controls, which is ideal most of the time, and it would be actually ideal here.
It's time for a new blank. Dashboard flights current flight job market reports shop community alerts 0 settings help logout.
Okay, so let me actually get on the Discord real quick.
Row 1 column OBS Studio Steam login OBS Studio OBS
back. Okay, so I contacted the support on Discord, so when we hear back, we'll try it. But I do want to quickly talk a little bit about like the controls at the top, where it says dashboard, flights, current flight. Those, in my opinion, if they are tabs, they should be accessed with tab, or if they are the tabs like the kind you find with control tab, they should be accessed with control tab. The kind, I forgot what they're called, but the image I get in my head is they look like the tab. They would look like the tabs in the file cabinet, where you page through those tabs and you can see different areas of the screen. So, for example, if I click on
it's blank dashboard blank dashboard
where is it?
It's dashboard flights current flights.
If I click on flights, literally.
Left click.
Okay, so I can see the tables. Now these tables need to be, in my opinion, better organized. I know that there is a way to, I know that this is supposed to emulate a web page. That's fine. But getting through these tables with a screen reader is a little bit crazy. I think maybe a more streamlined layout would be to have these separated by buttons. So schedule button, and if I hit that, I can actually view my schedule. Or generate a new one. And then, what's that thing? The logbook, the table I'm in now?
Row 69, row 5, row 0, row.
The one where it lists all my flights. So, that would be easier. Same with the job market. The table there is a mess. And I have a lot of issues navigating that. In fact, I've heard some feedback from blind members who do use your program, who are having trouble with this area.
Less 50 FT/min 8.5 for departure. So I'm
going to go back.
It's blank. Dashboard flights current flight job market reports shop. Top. Symbol 12 A Pilot's Life. It's blank. Dashboard flights left D. Flights. Dashboard.
gonna go back to the dashboard. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go to...
Flights. Current. Flight. Job.
I'm not gonna go to the job market because that thing is just annoying to navigate.
Market. Reports. Shop. Community. Alerts. Left 0. Left alerts.
The alerts are interesting to navigate. I have to actually click on one to read it.
OBS student number support Discord
And
01. OBS
I'm going to check the support and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. The program should have updated, so it did the same thing for everyone else as well. So,
left GTI 5508 left pulse star note. You can.
what was I going to do? Oh, yeah.
It's time. Dashboard flights current flight job market reports shop community alerts 0 settings help logout.
Settings needs a little bit of work as well. I would encourage you guys to use nvda to check this out yourself. And here's the kicker. Excuse me. Excuse me. Here's the kicker. Do not look at your screen. Turn it off. Put a piece of like black paper over the screen. And use nvda. In screen review, I would consult the manual on how to do this. It's actually pretty easy to use. But use your program, use your screen reading functions of nvda, and you guys will find what... I'm sorry, guys. Whoa. You guys will find what I'm talking about. By the way, I normally don't sound like this. Don't know what's going on. All right.
Left B.
So let's actually start a flight.
Flights. Current flights. Dash flights. Current.
Let's go to current flights.
Current flight. Left click.
I think we're going to be
button.
in...
Select aircraft button.
There we go. We're going to be in, I think, Covington, if I recall. So I have to use my screen reading functions, which is fine here.
Sacramento.
Yeah.
Stockton Metropolitan Airport.
Stockton's in Sacramento? I didn't know that.
KSCK.
I used to live in California.
Arrived Covington since case departure. Blank. Aircraft. Blank. GTI 3051.
Okay.
Blank.
I'm not going to be using the control tower this time because I'm having issues with mine.
Air depart KCVG since Covington. Arrival KSC Stockton Sacramento. Select flight progress.
So
Start. Select aircraft.
I can tab to these buttons where it kind of barfs is in the flight map, and I've gotten several script errors that way, by the way. It was not fun, and my program just froze. I could not report that at the time,
Select
and I'm not about to try and reproduce the issues. So let's
cancel button.
Select an aircraft. I could just press space on that. The table is a little weird.
Okay button.
If I down arrow,
take range number 0. Range number 4 and 407 KZ selected.
Let's choose this one.
Row 5 row range number 5 and row 4 row 5 row range number 6 row.
No, what?
Row 3 row range number 3 and 405 KZ selected.
So I can either left click twice or double click twice, or I can use my screen review functions.
Bottom cancel OK.
And find
right K O space O.
The OK button.
OK.
And click
left
it.
click. Change aircraft button.
All right. So let's actually dispatch this via SimBrief because I really don't want to use ideal flight.
Start flight button. Export flight SimBrief dispatch optional button.
I don't know what the export by data thing is. By the way, if you guys are going to make comments on the video, if I have any questions, please reference what I'm talking about. Let's say the export data function is blah, 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 blah. Or you showed this, thanks for the help. So I'm going to export this via SimBrief. It's going to open in my default browser. Excuse me. I'm updated to the latest AIRAC. It should open my browser.
SimBrief World Pilots. OpenStreetMap link. Change aircraft button. SimBrief dispatch option pane. SVW flight map document. Change aircraft. Start flight button. Export flight data checkbox not SimBrief dispatch.
What's going on here? I normally never have issues.
Flight SimBrief dispatch flight prod SimBrief dispatch optional. Pane. SVW flight map document. Start flight export flight SimBrief dispatch optional button. SimBrief.com virtual flight. SimBrief.com virtual flight planning solutions.
Okay, it opened in my
Image graphic clickable generate FD button generate a flight plan using. Confirm dialog. No button. Yes button. Button. SimBrief.com virtual flight planning solutions busy. Inserted frame about.
Let's wait for a minute. And
menu edit blank. Menu SimBrief down unknown.
Launch the SimBrief downloader. I love this thing.
SimBrief downloader window. SimBrief downloader.
If you guys don't have that, get it. It rocks.
GTI 5580 744 SKBO slash KMIA generated dating. Clickable graphic. Clickable refresh. GTI 5580 744 SKBO slash KMIA generated. Simbrief.com virtual flight planning solutions. Mozilla Firefox. Simbrief.com virtual flight planning solutions. Document busy. Inserted.
I think it's still trying to.
Simbrief.com virtual flight planning solutions. Busy. Banner landmark error cycle.
Alright. Is it gonna generate? That'd be nice.
Image graphic clickable edit flat button edit list flat image graphic clickable NEW flat button image no previous button image graphic clickable print slash new image graphic clickable profile flat
Yep, it generated.
latest GTI 3051 B744 KCVG slash KSCK generated 19 of 91 out clickable export select.
Let's export this.
Simbrief downloader window heading level 1 Simbrief.
Alright, so it's been exported. Which is
Simbrief downloader.
Close Safari.
I mean Simbrief.
Firefox.
And close tabs. Warn me when you are about to close tabs. Simbrief will pilot live.
Now.
OBS Studio when number supports this row 1 column 4.
Let's get rid of that.
Steam login row 1 column 4.
Get rid of that.
Number supports Discord row 1. Simbrief will pilot live row 1. OBS Studio 20 64C slash.
Alright, so let's. Oops.
Number supports this Simbrief. Number supports Simbrief. OBS Studio.
Whoa, what happened here?
Folder ideal flight. Starting ideal flight v10.027e13 codelegends.com. Ideal flight professional. Starting ideal flight v10.027e13. Ideal flight pilot site launcher.
Close that.
Ideal flight professional.
I thought it was open. I don't remember closing it. Okay. The interesting adventures of well, whatever. Let's go to the home page.
Homepage. Please wait.
If I could cue up the Jeopardy sound while it loads the Simbrief file, I would, but I don't want to get copyright struck.
Airport came here. Homepage.
So
Context map. Close min. ID red text. Copy. Load file.
we're gonna
Ideal
load.
flight. Folder view list. KCVG KSCK FSX 19 of 90. Selected.
Is that it?
SK.me. KCVG KSCK FSX 19 of 19.pl.
Yep.
Ideal flight. Loading plan file. Load plan file. KCVG. Ideal flight. Move departure. Move to locate. Cancel. OK button alt plus
And we're in
press.
a
Ideal flight.
747
Override
as
flight level.
usual.
Override flight level. No button alt. Yes but press.
Yes.
Ideal flight. Override flight level. Override flight level. Edit. Selected 38,000. OK button alt
Fine.
press.
And this thing takes a while to load and generate. We will be on our way.
Ideal flight professional. Header. User profile. Sarah pilots live. Kenya.
Shut up.
Airport KCVG. Homepage. Ideal. Ideal flight professional not responding.
Come on, load.
Characters, vertical map, headings, language, audio dubbing. Communication.
DWM. Top, bottom, blank. No next top, bottom, blank. OBS Studio 23.2.164 bit.
Oh, there we go. All right. So now,
64C slash. Ideal flight professional row 1 column 2. Ideal flight.
by the way, I normally operate at faster speeds than this. I'm doing this so you guys can understand what's being said. And I normally talk over the screen reader, so I am not trying not to do that this time.
Activate.
Oops. I forgot I'm in.
Object nav mode, webcam mode, normal mode. Ideal flight professional. Ideal
Okay.
flight, starting flight simulator, Cincinnati slash Northern Continental to Stockton Metro, KCVG to KSCK. Start flight simulator with the prepared flight.
Yes. Actually,
Header,
Sky's
ideal
gonna
flight professional
launch.
flight plan, KCVG to KSCK, if imported, in progress, 64C slash program files x86 slash introduction form, 64C slash program files x86 slash 2.
And an add-on after the sim launches. An add-on made by a visually impaired guy called Flight Following. That's the name of the add-on, not the guy's name. The guy's name's Jason. He created this add-on so that way we would know exactly where we are, points of interest, and stuff like that. So the sim takes a little bit of time to launch on my end for the first time. After I restart my computer or turn it on from a cold start. So running a gaming PC, 32 gigs of RAM.
Lockheed Martin registered. Prepare 3D registered before. Beep and speak progress. Beep for progress bar.
Now I can have it beep for the progress bar updates, which you've actually been hearing. All right, come on.
Number support sim with will pilots. 64C slash.
Oh, there we go.
Lockheed Martin registered. Prepare 3D registered before.
Okay. Let me check in with the Discord support.
OBS ideal flat script sim with will pilots 1 sim
And
with
I'm
will.
actually going to do this on the video because, yeah, Discord's a piece of work. Ugh.
Numbers ideal flat profession numbers.
But I do use Discord, and yeah, thank you everybody for the help.
Clickable key 7 button today at 8:50. No next head.
Okay, nothing there. All right.
Sim with will number support number support.
Close the window for now
Sim with will pilots live.
because I don't need to see it. All right. So we're at the airport. I could actually start the flight when the engines are on, but I'm on the window anyway, so come on, don't freeze.
Sim with will pilots. Sim with will
Fine.
pilot GTI 3000 Black GT Black Air VCN 400 departure. KCVG Cincinnati Covington arrival. KSCK Stockton Metropolitan Sacramento. Change aircraft. Flight prop sim brief this current status. Start flight speed distance to left S. Start flight left. Flight started dialog. Have a nice press. Sim with will pilots live. Divert button.
All right. So I can tab to these controls if I really wanted
See
to.
flight following.
There we go.
Sim with will.
Closest city, Villa Hills, Kentucky. 2.9 miles. Bearing,
Lockheed Martin
79.
registered. Prepare
So I'm going to prepare
Eastern
my
time.
autopilot here,
FS ramp. Top FS.
which I'm not going to go over
Plan tools.
right now.
Left P. Left context menu. Open. Open dialog. Help cancel button. Open. Edit title. Edit file name. Edit alt plus list. Dot 1 of 4. Ideal flight. KCVG KSCK FSX 19 mod 9. KCVG KSCK FSX 19 mod 19. PLN FS ramp.
I just switched to views.
Top. Plan tools. Left P. Left context open. Save S. KCVG KSCK FSX 19 mod 19. PLN FS ramp. Dialog. KCVG KSCK FSX 19 mod 19. PLN FS ramp. Caps lock off. KCVG KSCK FSX. Low altitude airways. Radio button. Waypoint to waypoint. Execute button. Unavailable. Times button. Execute button. Consider. Times button. Property page remaining button.
Oh, that's never a good thing.
Web mode. Scan mode. ACIDPF 1 K7 Test 0 PF News 5 K Media Map Love Edit 1 Map 0 Edit Map 1 Autopilot Map 5 Autopilot Map 2.
Oops.
Activate. Normal mode.
I can't fly
Property
yet.
page 186 770 FT0F. M button. Flag lam M2 check box. M button.
There we go. Yeah, trying to fly an approach on takeoff is not a good idea, you know? So now that the engine's started, I can confirm the flight. Well, I do have the failsafe, if you can call it that, of okay, there we go. I do have the failsafe of starting the plane when the engines are turned on, just in case I forget. So, but, you know, whatever. Hey, this works. Okay, let's release the parking brake. I kind of forgot to do that. And we're off. Sorry about the volume of the plane. Kind of forgot it was loud. That's the progress bar noise. When the progress bar decreases, it goes down. When it increases, it goes up in pitch. And actually, that helps me a lot.
Flag map 1, map 1. KCVG TO with 1 bar. Right. KCVG Art 1000 funnel deep breaker 273 free test. Funnel deep breaker to 1120 FTL funnel deep 750 FT slash in.
You're up.
Terrain.
Too late. Early.
Test 1350 FT slash in.
Terrain.
Test 1250 FT slash in. Test funnel deep breaker 1590 FTL RS 3.18 R. 1690 F3 rolling.
I forgot that Covington was a high runway. Ugh. Well, not as high as where I landed a few days ago. Bogota, that's like an 7 or 8,000 foot runway. And my gauges in autopilot just go crazy.
Funnel deep breaker 200 test 1150 FT slash in. LGRS 3 Leuven peak radar 270 kts. Leuven peak radar 2 LGR 2400 FT LGRS 3 dot in. 2480 text 3 rolling. 2540 text 3 rolling. 2770 text 3.
Flaps in. F5.
Funnel deep radar test 800 FT slash in. Test 900 test. Funnel deep radar 3030 FT LGRS 3 dot 18 R.
Alright, so let's actually go back to a pilot's life in this window with screen review. And it'd be nice if I could actually view these accessibly, but I mean, no. It's usable. Accessible? Well, yeah. Not. It's accessible to a point, but it'd be nice if I could get to these particular controls easier. So, what I'm going to do is use screen review, and they don't read well in screen review, which is why I'm saying I want to be able to get to these particular parts of the screen a little easier.
Altitude, latitude, 39.0516 time to arrival.
That's not right, because I'm definitely not at 39,000 feet. In fact, I forgot to... I'll change that later.
Cancel flight. 4035 longitude, minus 84.86275611. Line meter. Export flight data. KCVG 191,452 feet 21,005 KT 10 SM 29/19 3006 RMK simulator connections KSC simulcase X line meter 4,340 longitude minus cancel flight altitude latitude 39.055 Earth 268 1,697 nm.
So that's the speed 268. I'm in true knots.
Location. End flight speed distance to arrival. Location. 271,696 nm. Locate 271,695 Earth. Altitude latitude 39.04786 time to arrival.
I'm actually supposed to be going at 250.
Cancel 4,921 longitude. Minus 84.93803670.
Oh well.
Live matter. Export flight data. KCVG 100. Simulator connection status. KSCK 191,455 Z35,000 KT10 SMSCT 00917/14 2993 RMK up to SLP 135 T0172013951010.
I'm actually not sure what that's supposed to mean, by the way. That looks awful. Is that latitude? Is that longitude? What is that? That looks, pretty bad. Or it's actually reading pretty bad.
Connected to grid R3 DP 4.3. V1.4.0 2000. Connected to grid R3 DP 4.3. KSC Sinu KC Export Flight Live Matter. Lockheed Martin registered grid R3 registered. Lockheed Martin registered.
Let me change mine.
KCVG KSCK FSX 19.PLNFS RAM.
Is when I actually reach a waypoint.
Top. KCVG. Plan tools. Left P. Left context men. Aircraft. Okay. Cap. Move. Save. Delete. Auto. Edit. Cruising. Grouping. Cruising. Edit. Multi-line. Alt. Plus C. Selected 38,000.
Oh, it's already right. Okay, cool. That's what I had yesterday.
KCVG KSCK FSX 19.PLNFS RAM.
Yeah, settings I'm not going to go over, but I do urge you developers to go over the whole entire interface with NVDA. It's a really cool experience if you've never done that before. In fact, I did send an email to the Simbit World email. Haven't heard back from them since, unless it ended up in my junk folder, but yeah. And this app is awesome. Oh, it must be almost at 10,000 feet.
Closest city, Batesville, Indiana. 14.1 miles. Bearing 339.
Funnel V greater 200 desk. Funnel 7,300.
Yeah.
Simbit will pilot C. Flight follow OBS 2 below 20 for ideal flight professional 1 column 5. Lockheed Martin registered grid R3 ready. Simbit will C. Flight follow. Simbit will pilot Cypher 1 column 2. Simbit will pilot Cypher divert button.
Let me go
Top.
to...
It's dashboard flight blank. Dashboard
Actually, let me just go to
bottom.
settings and...
40. Colon.
Whoops.
Top. Simbit it's blank. Dashboard flight current. Right. Help. Lock. Help. Settings.
There we go.
Settings. Left click. Save settings button.
So you land on the Save Settings button. If I tab like I normally do...
Reset settings button. Account settings grouping. Contact permission. I would like to receive news and updates. Our email checkbox not checked.
Okay.
New password edit. Select edit protected blank. Edit protected blank. Edit protected blank. Confirm new password button. Name.
Alrighty.
Application settings grouping. List. No notification checkbox checked. Auto start / end flight with engine current flight page must be active. List off checkbox not checked. Restart button. SET button. Save settings button. Reset settings button. Account settings. New password edit. Edit selected alarm. Edit protected blank. Edit protected blank. Confirm new password button. Name.
So that part is a little bit mislabeled.
Edit. New password edit. Selected Sarah.
Right here. That I think should be first name. And then last name.
Edit protected blank.
And then the password
Edit protected blank.
fields.
Edit protected blank.
I'm not sure why there are 3 of them.
Edit protect. Off. Current flight page must be active. Off. Serial number. Order details beacon pop up. Current flight page must be active. No notification. Email engine status. Email engine status change notification. Country. Aircraft add-ons installed in simulator. Set. Username pilot licensing blank. Account settings application settings.
Oh. Okay, so we're about 100 and something miles away from the airport. Been having issues galore, actually. That's because this plane I'm using is not working correctly, but, so I heard about the friends thing, and I heard that finding a friend is a little bit of a pain in the backside. Alright.
Lockheed Martin registered with RVD registered before 1 column T. Flight following.
Forgive the wind.
Flight following 2 column 1. Simbit will ideal flight. Simbit.
So let me slow down.
Rate 0. Rate 5. Rate 10. Rate 5.
Okay, so
Top. It's time for a new app. Blank. Dashboard flags current flag top left T.
I think it's in the community tab. Well, let's take a look.
Right
Let's
T.
take a look.
L. Settings. 0. Left for alerts. Community.
Alright, so let's
Community.
click on community
Left
here.
click 2019 08 1923 36 60. Top. Symbit will up to 203 262.43 Jack Thompson 3 1201 309 rank XP top 5 pilots last 7 days top 5 pilots last 30 days top 5 pilots all time.
Okay. So it looks like this isn't going to read right either.
Rank XP pilot name, rank XP pilot name, rank XP pilot name. 1398.94 Mark Man attack 1681.73 to 285.55 Carvatal to 1653 to 425 200 leaderboard position 178/1039 other community features. Live map Discord server. Friends. Users list friend requests friend list friend details. Name search send name search. Emil. Abdul Afir. Adam Adrian Moore Adrian Black. Receive Abdul Emil. Name search send name search.
I wonder if I can tab. Let me see.
X00398.94 selected. Row 1 row X01 2 row 2 row X02 2 rank row 2 3 select row 3 row rank row 3 4 select X03 242.0 row 4 row pilot name row 4 current data print view table row 0 row rank row 01 selected. Row 4 row pilot name row data print view table row 0 row rank row 4 row pilot name row 4 and friend details edit blank. Data print view table row 0 row name row 0 Emil not selected. Row 1039 row 1 row 0 row name. Row 1030 locked users button. Edit blank. Data print view table. Data print view table. Data print view table.
Okay, so these tables aren't labeled at all.
Yom Travis received.
In fact,
Yom Yishang. Yakai. Yom received. Yuan Shua Yuan. Zak Zulu. Live map button. Discord server button. Data print view table. Row 4 row pilot name row 4 current invert selected. Row 3 row pilot name row 3 Justin Stunard select. Row 2 row pilot row 0 row pilot name row 0 Mark Man and selected. X0 0 rank. XP rank row 01 selected. Row 1 row rank row 1 2 select. Row 2 row rank row 2 3 selected. Row 4 row pilot name data print view table. Row 4 row pilot name row 4 just data print view table. Row 4 row pilot name row 4 and region not selected. Friend details edit blank. Friends. Users list friend requests friend list friend details. Left you list friend requests. Friend request friend.
let's click
Friend
on
request.
friend requests.
Left click.
See what happens here.
Name search send name search. WJ Zujing. Yan Yaki Yom received you Zak Ashworth you received. Yom Tra received.
Receive.
Left click.
Can I click on that?
Yom Tra received. Yuan Shua. Yuan Zak Z Zak locked V1 bottom V1 locked users. Apostinate Zizu Zak Ashworth Yuan Shua received. Yom Travis Yan Zujing W name search send name search users list friends. Leaderboard position 1 data print view name row 1 row 1038 row 1 name row 1000 row 1037 row 0 row name friend details edit blank.
So can I search?
Jessica. Data print view table row 0 row name row 0 Jessica Hernandez not selected.
There we go.
Name row 0 Jessica Hernandez.
How do I then?
Blank. Received. Blank. Jeffrey Sharp. Block B1 block Jeff blank received blank Jesse names of users and friends. Leaderboard position 5 200 4 200 3 2 2 1 rank top 12 total commute blank dashboard flat blank it's time Simbit will top Simbit
Okay,
it's dash
so-
blank top rank 1 2 2 3 2 4 2 5 leader friends users list friend requests friend list friend details name search send name search Jesse Hernandez blank received blank Jesse Hernandez right click name search Jesse blank received blank Jeff block B1 block Jeff blank received blank Jesse Hernandez left click name search send Jesse Hernandez name search send name search Jesse Hernandez row 0 system drawing bitmap selected. Name row 0 Jesse Hernandez selected. Row 0 system drawing bitmap selected. Name row 0 system drawing bitmap selected.
I don't actually know how to do this.
Users list friend name search send name search. Jesse Hernandez. Blank. Received. Blank. Jeffrey Sharp. Blocked users B1 bottom blocked Jeffrey blank received blank Jesse name search users list friend requests friend list friend details.
Oh,
Right S. Friend details. Left click. Friends. Users list for name search sent Jesse Hernandez blank received blank Jeffrey Sharp. Blocked use B1 bottom B block Jeffrey blank received blank Jesse name search send users list friends. Leaderboard position 5 233 points leader friend users list name search Jesse Hernandez. Name row 0 Jesse Hernandez. Left click. Name search send name search right H. CRA name sensor name detail friend details. Friend details left click. Name search sent Jesse Hernandez blank received blank Jeffrey Sharp blank received blank Jesse Hernandez. Name search Jesse Hernandez.
so then how the heck do I send? a friend request.
Row 0 system.drawing.bitmap selected. Locked users button. Edit blank. Data print view table. Data print view table. Data print view table. Live map button. Discord server button. Data print view table. Row 4 pilot name row 4 current invert selected. Data print view table. Row 4 data print view table. Row 4 pilot name row 4 Andrew non friend details edit Jessica. Data print view table. Row 0 system.drawing.bitmap selected. Name row 0 Jessica and selected.
Looks like this community tab needs a little bit of work.
Row 0 system.drawing.bitmap selected.
Lots of work actually, because I can't figure out.
Name friend data print F0 for 4200 pilot data print view table. Row 0 name row 0 Jessica and selected.
Yeah, I can't figure this out.
It's dashboard flights current left D. Flights current.
Let's get back to the current flight because that's kind of what I need to focus on right now.
OBS 2 Lockheed Martin register. KCVG TO KSCK 19.PLNFS RAM.
Sorry about the wind. I have
input line.
a ceiling fan going. It's really hot in here.
ICCS with double. RW11 RW double. 56.5 mm 0808 HKSCK. 88.2 mm 1243 HKCVG. R11. Airspeed edit read only. 435. Vertical speed edit read only. 0000. Alt checkbox checked. Altitude edit read only. 00000. 25 to autopilot. Flight holding. Flight land M1. Map 1 0203 Map 2 112.8 F. PLG. Map 1 150 PLG double Q100. PLGRS for 440K. Pod Q1 PLGRS minus 2200 FT slash min. Desk minus 2300 FT slash min.
I'm gonna get a sync rate warning. I know it because I have to get down to
desk minus 2550 FT slash min desk. Tattoo Q1 24200 FT PLGRS 3.KTR.
Sync rate.
where I need to be. Shoot, no.
Sync
It
rate.
needs to fly my
Tattoo desk minus 2650 FT slash
Sync
min.
rate.
Desk minus 2900 FT slash min.
Sync rate.
Desk. PLGRS 3.KTR. Tattoo Q1 130 23,300. Tattoo Q1 desk minus 2800 FT slash min.
Sync rate.
PLGRS pod Q134 to 440 KTS.
Sync rate.
Pod Q1 PLGRS 3 minus 2750 desk minus 2750 FT slash min.
Sync rate.
Tattoo Q130 22,530 FT PLGRS 3.KTR.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Julik 21,809 Tattoo Q1 21,800 FT PLG. Desk
Sync rate.
minus 2,600 FT slash min.
Sync rate.
Closest city, Mammoth Lakes, California. 49.4 miles.
Desk. Tattoo
Bearing,
100
120.
21,210 FT PLGRS 3 Julik Q1 21,090 FT PL.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
So,
Sync
again,
rate.
I do challenge you developers, please try this with
Sync
nvda.
rate.
I gave the URL in the beginning of the video. I'll give
Sync
it in the
rate.
show notes if I remember. If I do not remember, the URL
rate.
to NVDA is nvda-project.org
Sync rate.
or Google non-visual
Sync rate.
desktop access. Again,
rate.
that's non-visual desktop
Sync rate.
access. And use
Sync
your
rate.
app with the, well, I mean, even if you're not blind,
Sync rate.
and even if you're not a dev, use the app with NVDA and let the developers
rate.
know as well, hey, this needs to be changed for our blind
Sync rate.
users, or this might, we're willing to beta test for
Sync
you
rate.
guys. Well, most of us are anyway. I am. I'm not going to
Sync
speak for
rate.
anyone else. But I am willing to
Sync
beta
rate.
test. Oops, sorry. I am willing to beta test and give feedback
Sync rate.
for many things. I've been a beta tester for
Sync rate.
what was it? Well, some things in a simulator
rate.
actually for Ideal Flight. I'm a beta tester for that.
Julik Q1 17,100. Tattoo Q100 17,040 FT.
So let me check something really quickly, and let's get things and let's
Sync
out of
rate.
control. Let's hope we land actually, because I don't like landings in California. I have trouble with them.
Sync rate.
Lockheed Martin registered. Prepare 3D registered before.
Sync rate.
Did Evan's trim just crash?
Prepare 3D. KCVG KSCK FSX 19.19.TLNFS
Oh,
tramp.
I hope it didn't, because that's my autopilot. And I need to keep an eye on my altitude.
25 degrees max
Darn it.
tank. Plan tools. Find input by KCVS bullet SID. PLDRS 327. RW wise. Total 29.3 mm0433 HKSCK 60.9 mm0930 HKCV RW wise 115.30. CL freak. Push Q 134 253 38,527 160.51 11 31,000 proc. Julic Q 130 15,350 FT Tattoo Q 134 244 38,000. Desk. Minus 1,250 FT slash min. PLDRS 3.18R. Pont Q 134 245 38,527 17.90 29 33 584.2. 375 KTS. Pont Q 100 PLDRS minus 1,000 per desk. Tattoo Q 130 14,900 FT PLDRS 3.18R.
Okay, so let's.
KCVG TO KSCK.
The wind is not part of the plane, I can assure you. That's my ceiling fan. Hold on, I'm having issues.
12,870 FTPLDRS 3.6.
Yeah, I'm getting ready way too early. That's okay.
Closest city, Oakdale, California. 30.4 miles. Bearing, 250.
Check the altitude here. My program doesn't fly.
11,750 F3 Goldie.
I'm not used to working at the slower pace, actually, because I work extremely fast. In fact, let me give you guys a demo of the pace that I do work.
Rate 10, rate 50.
Come on.
Rate 30.
Whoa, not that fast.
Rate 25. Rate 20.
So that's how fast I work.
11,620 F3.
And if you're not used to hearing
Rate 50.
that,
Rate 10.
it can be a little daunting. So.
F3 Goldie. Attitude 100 third test. Minus 950 empty slash bin. desk. Minus 1550 FT slash win.
Let me see if
Object tab mode, web mode,
this might work better.
scan mode. Minus 1005 PLDR pump Q100, 350 KTS. Pump Q1 PLDRS desk. 9950 FT PLDRS 3.3 KTR.
Oh, come on.
Normal
Really?
mode.
I can't. There we go.
Nine thousand 800 text read only. Nine thousand 630 text read only.
Alright, oops. So let's check the altitude now.
8820 text read only. Object tab mode. Web mode. Scan mode.
Let's see how high we are. I mean, how far we are, rather.
Top KCVG plan 2. Find input time. IKFRS cross axis. Axis 11.3 mm 0220 HKSCK 30.4 mm 0618 HKSCK. RWI 150.30. CL3 2 Q100 IM.RMB11L 250 block. Tadu Q1 8006 Tadu Q 8600 descent pump desk. Minus 1300 FT pistol.RMB11L 290 KTS. Normal mode. Seven. Dot. Descend to 520 FT or river and direct to link pipe. Pistol.RMB11L. Minus 1150 desk. Pump Q100. Descend to 1800 FT or river and direct to into. 8370 FT OK.RMB11L.
Closest city, Oakdale, California. 9.0 miles. Bearing, 221.
$7,940 text read only. $6,710 text read only.
Alrighty. So we're over, let me see.
Closest city, Oakdale, California.
Oh.
7.4 miles. Bearing, 167.
Still over Oakdale. I thought we were landing in Stockton. Okay. Let's try sending a friend request again.
OPS to the went. Lockheed Martin Sinbit Wilka pilot seat. Sinbit Wilka pilot side. Button blank.
Whoops.
Top blank.
Wait.
Top blank button blank. Sinbit Wilka pilot side. Export flight data check. Top Sinbit Wilka pilot side. It's time for
So I'm gonna go to the community tab. Community tab. You know what? Actually,
blank. Dashboard flight current flight on market reports shop right. T.
we're gonna try this after I land because it's not gonna wind to cooperate. Ugh.
OPS to the 23.2.164 bit Windows profile. Sinbit Wilka Lockheed Martin registered. Prepare for registered.
Pull up the dashboard or whatever you want to call it for my autopilot.
Lockheed Martin registered. Prepare for registered before.
Ugh, we're not.
KCVG TO KSCK FSX 19 on 19.PLNFS ramp. Property page 207 deck 5320 FT minus 1050 FT slash min 255 and 81 Out. 00000. 25 degrees map spank. HDG 200 autopilot fly holding at flag land at map 1 ATF 02 map 2 100 map holding fly course facet dot total map 1 100 apps in dot RMB 29R
Come on.
RMB 29R 255 KTS double Q descent to 8 pistol dot RMB 11L minus 1100 test 1 Q1 descent to 500 to 5230 FTOK dot RMB 11L.
Am I still over? Oh, what is it?
Closest city, Escalon, California. 2.9 miles.
Oh, where's that?
Bearing, 209.
Hey, doing you right. Keep in mind the closest city might be behind me.
Closest city, Escalon, California. 2.6 miles. Bearing, 208.
FT text read only. Bullets list at row 3980 FTOK.RMB11L.
Okay, so we are almost 2,500 feet from where we need to be. So what I'm going to do is just
Object map mode. Web mode. Scan mode. Bullet pop test. Minor pistol flag double 200 RM climb KS axing 100 map 1 total. As it's not flag host level 100 map 2. Minus 900 FT slash min.
Don't freeze on me.
0.32. Mach 200. Mach 0. Test 200. Minus 900 FT slash out. 00000. 25 degrees max spend. HDG.
I'll go here. It'll be easy.
Activate. Normal mode. Heading edit read only 282. Autopilot checkbox check. M button.
I don't know why.
KCVG TO KSCK descend to 2000 plan tools. Find input line. IKPDRS descended to 4.0 mm0 RWY. Into 3.9 mm0100 HKSCK 9.1 mm0221. RWY. Into 3.9 mm00 RWY. Into 3.9 mm00 RWY.
You gonna move?
Into 3.8 mm0059 HKSCK 9.0 mm0220 HKSCK. RWY. Into 3.8 mm0059 HKSCK 9.0 mm0220 HKSCK. RWY. Into 3.5 mm0054 HKSCK 8.7 mm0216 HKSCK.
Come on.
Out checkbox not checked.
Quit your freezing.
Critical speed edit read only minus 1100.
I have
Airspeed edit read only
never
195.
seen tramp freeze this badly. Ever.
Mach number edit read only 0.29. Mach checkbox not checked. NAV1 plus. NAV checkbox. Other checkbox not checked. Map. 200 Mach 0 test 1 mile out 0 to NH2 auto flag map radius 0 map 1 level flag acid total map 1 axing dot RKSCK climb to RM 200 double Q1 flag to pistol dot R minus 1 test. Pump Q1 test, minus 1150 test, minus 1150 FT slash min test, pump Q bullet list at 2810 FTOK.RMB11L.
spoilers with shift slash. Or whatever. Come on.
2770 FDOK.RMB11L.
God, this is slow.
Closest city, Ripon, California. 4.8 miles. Bearing, 195.
Alright. When I hear 2500, then I'm going to let the gear down. If that's called. Sometimes it's not. But you know what? I'm just going to let it down now.
$2,500.
I'm going to check on some stuff.
Window. Prepare 3D. Lockheed Martin registered. Prepare 3. Top blank. Prepare 3D.
Okay, looks like, hold on a minute. I think my, I don't know, my thing is lagging like crazy.
Prepare 3D.
Come on.
KCVG TO KSCK FSX 19.19.PLNFS ramp. Map 2. Top. KCVG KS descend to 1 plan 2. Find IKPPR KSCK 4.3 NM0126H KSCK 4.3 NM0126 RWY KSCK 4.3 NM01 RWY KSCK 4.3 NM01 RWY KSCK 4.3 NM0126H KSCK 4.3 NM0126H KSCK.
Am I even moving?
Push Q100 150 RW KSCK 4.3 NM01 RW100 push Q able to AC1 CL3 to hit Q IM dot 200 Brock Taduk 1000 Black Horse 294 pump Q100 desk minus 1050 pistol dot climb to double Q180 KTS
Yeah, I'm moving.
Double Q, climb to pistol, -1 desk. Bump Q, 1 flag 1720, flag 1720, FTO key data NV11L. Flag 1690, FTO key data NV11L.
I'm just descending extremely slowly. I'm 4.3 miles away from the airport, so we're doing pretty darn good.
Flag 1660, FTO key data NV11L. Flag bump Q, desk. -1050 FT slash min. Desk. Bump Q, flag 1620, FTO key data NV. Flag 294 and climb to 230, 1620, FTO key data NV. Tattoo Q 100, 1620, FTO key data NV. Flag bump desk. -1050 FT slash desk. Bump Q, flag 200, 1590, FTO tattoo prop 200, I to CAC 1 able push 100 KSCK IKVD find plan tools. Descend to 1 plan, find plan, descend KCVG KSCK FSX 90, KCVG KSCK descend to 1 plan tools. Find input line.
Quit your lagging.
KSCK 3.7 NM0115H, KSCK 3.7 NM0115H, KSCK 100 push Q1 able descend to 87 FT and direct to RW29R. $291 deck. Rock. Tattoo Q1 1000, flag 209, pump Q100 desk. Pistol data NV11L. Climb to 2700 F, double Q100, 170 KTS. Double Q100, climb to 2700 FT ribbon and direct to taxet. Flag 294 and climb to 232 FT ribbon. $1,330 FT Oki data NV11L.
I might as well just go to lunch and come back or something.
$1,000.
OPS to the up. Lockheed Martin registered to recovery. Lockheed Martin registered to recovery. Deregistered before.
$1,000.
Recovery.
Sync rate.
Sync rate.
Sync rate.
Closest city, Manteca, California. 5.1 miles. Bearing, 190.
Sync rate.
KCVG TO KSCK 19.19.PLMFS ramp.
Sync rate.
PCM 262. Nav 2. 206 PC upper. Nav 200 Mach 0. S 100 minus out 0 to NHD 200 autopilot. ADF 02030 Nav 2 1 sample deep greater for flight course 294 and climb to 232 FT or above 109.10 KSCK R29 R292 34 use and text at the right fire
Approaching
29 R
800. Glide slope. Minimums. $200.
Prepare for ET. Sleep mode on. Sleep mode off. Checkbox not checked.
Glide slope.
100.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
50. 40.
Glide slope.
30. 30. 20. 10. 10.
Prepare for ET. Lockheed Martin register. Braille tethered. Run by locked types. Text folder view list ideal flat professional 24 of 43. Start button. Lockheed Martin registered. Explorer. Explorer. Lockheed Martin registered. Prepare for ET registered before. Explorer. Lockheed Martin registered. Prepare for ET registered before 01 column 1. OBS 2023.2.164-bit Windows profile restring scenes. OBS Symbit Wilka Pilot Cypher 1 column 3. Right blank, left blank, top blank. Export flight data checkbox not checked. Divert button. End flight button. Export end flag button. Press. Sinbit will have pilot side. Details button Alt plus C. Continue button Alt plus C. String was not recognized as a valid FaceTime. You click quit, the application will close immediately. Continue, the application handled exception has occurred in your application. If you click continue, the application will ignore this error and attempt to continue. If you click quit, the application will close immediately. Scroll out on. Scroll out off. Quit button Alt plus Q. Details button Alt plus. Quit continue button Alt plus C. Press Sinbit will have pilot side. Dashboard button. Blank. Dashboard blank. P1.4 points blank. Dashboard flags current flag top blank. It's time Sinbit will have pilot side. It's blank. Dashboard flags current flag top blank. P1 button button P button P blank. Dashboard flags current flag top market reports shop community alerts 0 settings help log out.
Oh.
Lockheed Martin registered prepare for registered P.
Well.
Lockheed Martin. Prepare for
Let's.
OBS 2023.2 flags following row to cut ideal flags professional row to cut ideal flags ideal flags exit flags flags is underway exit flags okay button ideal flags professional header Lockheed Martin registered prepare for registered before what's in it will have pilot side row 1 column 3 OBS 2020 flags following row to column ideal flags flags following dot C ideal flag Lockheed Sinbit OBS flags following C flags follow ideal flags professional C flags following ideal flags professional header Lockheed Martin Sinbit will Lockheed
Oh, now you want to stop? Come on. That's really weird. Hmm.